The brand new Routes feature is finally launching in Pokemon Go, and alongside it, Zygarde is finally coming to the game. Here's everything you need to know. Routes is a feature that some players have had a sort of beta access to for about a month now, where you can create a route in the game by walking, you can save the route, and then other players can see your route, walk your route, and then get rewards and get extra bonuses for walking along the route. So you can kind of add something to the game that isn't a gym or a Pokestop. You can improve the game for your local community in a new way. To celebrate the launch of Routes, there is a new event starting tomorrow, Friday, July 21st at 10 a.m. and lasts until Monday, July 24th at 8 p.m. local time, the Blaze New Trails event. During the event, the wild Pokemon spawns will be Growlithe, Ponyta, Doduo, Lillipup, Blitzel, and Yungoos. And Yungoos will have a boosted shiny rate. Believe it or not, with all the Yungoos spawning all the time, I still don't have shiny Yungoos, so maybe I'll get it. In 7-kilometer eggs, we'll have Rockruff, Squavit, and Phalanx. During the event, it'll be 2/3 distance to earn buddy candy while exploring routes with your buddy. And again, increased chance to find shiny Yungoos. 2/3, interesting. We've never had that before. And Yungoos will be available from field research tasks. So overall, the event is not that exciting. Shiny boost for Yungoos, nothing too interesting spawning, but that's okay because Routes is the most important thing here. With the event though, a special research will be available in Pokemon Go. Encounter Zygarde in the special research story from A to Zygarde. It's special research, it's not timed, so you should be able to get this at any point. Even if you don't log in during the event, you should still just get the special research. But that special research is going to be the way to encounter Zygarde, or at least 10% form Zygarde. Zygarde has 3 forms. There's a 10% form, a 50% form, and a complete form, or a 100% form. And they're all kind of progressively stronger. Again, by completing the special research, you're going to get the 10% form, but in order to upgrade or to change forms to 50% or the complete form, you actually need to use the new Routes feature, which I think is interesting. So let's talk about the new feature. Here's what we know about Routes in Pokemon Go. Do you pronounce it Routes or Roots? I kind of go back and forth between both. I'm going to say Routes for the rest of the video. First of all, let me say that creating routes still isn't available globally, but everyone should be able to see routes that have been created and walk along them, or like follow the routes. But there's still only a limited number of players who can actually create and submit routes right now. Let's talk quickly about creating routes, and then once I actually get access to this, I'll just show you how to do it in a video. But to create a route, you have to set a gym or a Pokestop as your starting point. So you do have to start near a point of interest. You can hit record and start mapping your route, and it'll just follow you wherever you walk. If you walk down the street, cut around the corner, whatever, the game will just map your route. It'll track your walking route. To end the route, you also have to end it at a gym or a Pokestop, but it can be the same one that you started at. So if you live in a place where you only have one Pokestop, you can do like a big circle and come back to the place that you started and set that as your end point. But it does have to start and end at a gym or a Pokestop. Once you're done recording, you set your start point, you set your end point, you just submit it. It's going to be reviewed, and then once it gets approved, other players will be able to walk that route in-game. Now, if you want to follow a route, there's going to be a new tab in Nearby, and you'll be able to see nearby routes. So you can choose a route, it'll show you where the start point is, it'll show you the route, and you can just pick one and follow it. And basically, it'll highlight the route that the player walked, and you follow it. It's pretty simple. Now, when you're following a route, there are some bonuses, so it's not just like pointless to follow a route. You actually get bonuses while you're on a route. First of all, if you complete the route, you'll get a badge, a new route badge for that route. While you're walking on the route, you're going to earn buddy candy more quickly. Pokemon will be more attracted to incense while you're following a route. So I think that means that the incense will just spawn Pokemon faster while you're following a route. You'll earn XP for completing your first route of the day, and then you'll get bonus XP for completing a route 7 days in a row. It doesn't have to be the same route, but like think of it like a 7-day streak for following a route. And you'll earn a buddy heart when you complete a route while adventuring with your buddy Pokemon. So overall, the bonuses are decent. I would say the best one is definitely increased incense effectiveness. So even if you're a rural player, you live in a town with one Pokestop, if you make yourself a route that's just like a route that you normally walk, a big circle, that takes 15 or 30 minutes to walk, you can follow your route every day, use an incense while you're following your route, and you're going to get more Pokemon spawns for free, basically, for free. But on top of that, there is one more bonus for following routes, and that is that you'll be able to find Zygarde Cells while you're following routes. And Zygarde Cells are needed to change Zygarde's form. You'll need to collect Zygarde Cells in order to change Zygarde's form, and I believe that it's 100 cells to get the 100% form. So each cell is essentially 1%. I'm pretty sure that's the way it worked in the main series. I'm assuming it'll be the same in Pokemon Go. 50 cells to probably get to the 50% form, 100 cells to get to the complete form. I don't know how common cells are going to be along routes. Even if you're just finding 1 cell per route, it's still going to take 100 routes to get the complete form. But I have a feeling it might be even rarer than that. I don't know if it's going to be 1 cell per route or if it's going to be rare or more common, who knows. But you will have to walk routes in order to find cells, in order to change forms and basically upgrade your Zygarde to its most powerful form. Now I'm looking at Zygarde stats here, and I think 50% form might actually be better as a raid attacker. 50% form has a higher attack stat than complete form, but complete form has a huge HP stat. So complete form might actually be best in like Master League PvP, whereas 50% form might be the one you want for raids. 50% form maxes out at 3,855 CP, complete form maxes out at 4,267 CP, but 50% form is more offensively powerful than complete form. And believe it or not, 10% form, wow, I'm looking at this for the first time, I should have done this earlier. Believe it or not, 10% form actually has the highest attack stat. It's 2 points higher than 50% form, but the rest of its stats are lower. So theoretically, you could use 10% form as a raid attacker if you wanted to, but there are still stronger dragon and ground type Pokemon than all 3 of these forms. Just to put it in a comparison, as a dragon type, the Zygarde forms have about 200 base attack, whereas Mega Rayquaza, which will be the best dragon type attacker, has 354 base attack. So Zygarde in any of its forms actually doesn't even come close to being a top attacker. I was more excited before I knew that. So I take it all back, it's probably going to be a PvP Pokemon at best. Definitely not a great raid attacker, it's just not strong enough, unfortunately. But it is a fun new way to collect, basically to unlock a new Pokemon. A new feature, a new Pokemon. There's really nothing to complain about. I am really looking forward to getting access to routes because I would love to make routes when I'm out traveling. I'm going to Japan very, very soon, and it would be so cool for me to like make a route in Tokyo, and if anyone watching my videos goes to Tokyo, they can follow my route and be like, this is the route that Nick walked around Tokyo. I think that's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think about the new feature. Are you excited for Zygarde? All of that. And check out this video if you want to see how I gamed the system to get the Nightcap Snorlax in one day. All right, see you soon.